Hello, I'm on live. I'm waiting for somebody right now. Waiting for somebody. Uh, he's out of Pennsylvania. Well, what I know, so yeah. I'm waiting. So I'm killing time going on live. Yep, killing time going on live. And yeah, this person, I'm not gonna say his name, says we were on the other side, like siblings, as spirits. We were always together. It's weird about past life, you know, because sometimes you finally it, it's like you could be my brother, sister, you could be anything. You could be my mom, my dad in the past life. Yeah, in the past life is kind of funny. You could be my mom, my dad, sister, cousins, uncles. It doesn't matter. Spirit wise, it doesn't matter, who you really are. It's strange, you know. I'm putting the puzzle together on finding about my past life. And some people, Ilana was one of them. She found me. Ilana found me, and this other person found me, and it's strange. Says I'm kind of like an off-worlder. I'm not. I'm an off-worlder. I feel like that I am an off-worlder. I'm not from this planet. My spirit feels different than everybody else because everybody else can't relate to what I say, and there are people out there that can relate to the things I say. If you think about it, uh, past lives. And I put greed is not life. Really, according to what's inside me, it says greed is not really life at all. So you don't have a life if you live amongst greedy, self-serving people. Because that's the reality of it. If you really don't see, if you can't fulfill your life on a planet full of self-serving people, then it's like you're not fulfilling anything. You're not learning what you're supposed to learn. Which is weird. Because to me, I feel like there's something inside me that that feels it, that knows that this everything on this planet is fucking backwards. And then it's strange. I mean, when you look at the world, when you look at yourself, because I look at myself all the time. I reflect. I'm reflecting back at myself right now. Reflecting back at myself. You know, and I always think about what is life. What is life? I question life. I question life itself. I question human. I question human beings. I question human beings on this fucking planet. That to me when I look at human beings, they're nothing but brain. They're all backwards minded, brainwashed motherfuckers. And all they do is rush. They rush to go here. They rush to go there. It's like meaningless rush. They're just rushing. It's like a never-ending rush. It's like, why? You know, why? That's the one thing I don't get. Is like when I look at it, I feel sometimes I do feel like an alien. I do feel like an alien on another planet. And I criticize it. Yes, I do criticize this fucking planet. I criticize the human beings on the way they think. I criticize about everything. Yeah. When it comes to, it's like in a money-based society. I say money-based society. It's like you're so unbalanced. Yeah. And it's really, you can see that clear as fucking day. You get people, they tell me I'm smoking, you tell me I'm high or something, but if you look at the other way around. So I look at everybody else, they're just high as fuck, be manipulated by all these fucking greedy ass motherfuckers. And they believe them. They believe all the words they say. It's funny how they believe in these words of the rich motherfuckers on this fucking planet. How easily they are so manipulated. They've been conned. It's like being conned and scammed. It's like when I go to a car dealer. That's how I look at it when I live on this planet. It's like everybody's like is like a car dealer. They're trying to extract as much as they can get out of you. And they make it sound so positive. That's one thing I can't stand is the fake positivity on this planet. Greed makes fake people, and the fake positivity, and there's nothing real about greedy people. There is nothing real about them. I'm being honest. It's like I say, go to a convenience store, and the lady says that, they always ask you if you want anything else more to go. It's like, yeah, they want to take everything out of you. They want to extract as much money out of you. But it's funny how it is. It's all like a cycle. I look at this greedy society like a cycle. It's like constantly ciphering, fake money, fake money, fake gold. I don't consider, see, this one thing is strange about me. I don't consider gold having value. I don't consider silver having value. I don't consider useless paper having value. Well, the only thing I consider is a living being has more value than gold, silver, and money. But if you can't take care, if you can't take care of life, period, then you have a problem on this fucking planet. I mean, I go for all the human beings, you know, in an outsider's point of view. If I was looking outside of this fucking planet. Because some part of me feels like I am an outsider. I definitely feel like I'm a fucking outsider because I'm being tacked by these fucking trolls. Because the only thing these trolls are to me, they're like the insiders. They're so used to the prison. They're so used to living in their prison. That's how I look. That's my perspective. So I take other beings that watch us, and I use it's like, yeah, the Andromedans. They're blue tall people, and they kind of like took the race, and they put from poor to smart. You know, and none of these fuckers don't like hearing that shit. You're being manipulated, and you're listening to the dumbest people on the fucking planet, and that's what the Andromedans see. This is like in Alex Collier. watch Alex Collier on. And it's funny about the people that were watching Alex Collier, hearing the dumbest race all the way up to the smartest race. They were laughing. They were laughing, but in a way, it's like, yeah, it's true. It's fucking true. Because Alex Collier, he's right now, he was home. I think he's still homeless. Yeah, he's an ET contactee. He's not a abductee. He's more of a contactee. Yeah, he's homeless. The last video I saw was him being homeless, which is kind of fucked up how we society treat people that are so different. You know, when they're extremely different, the ones being so different, and the normal ones are kind of like defending their prison. They're so comfortable living in a prison system. Full of control freaks that has to tell you what to do and hold hands. And checking if he's on. Nope, he's not there. Yeah, look, and then I find people that can connect to me. I find people that can connect to me on the ones who think way outside the box. I mean, way outside the box. Because if you don't, I don't know. Because we are inside the box, and everything is a myth. Everything is not real. So yeah, we have to keep it. It's like the people are so used to keeping it not real, keeping it a mythology. And talk about mythology. Talk about believing in a god. That's a big old myth right there. Having a god, you have to bow down to this make believe motherfucker that suppress people, controls people, and makes slave out of people, and you wonder how crazy. You talk about me being crazy. This is a psychopath that creates wars. This is a psychopath that creates segregation, racism. And this is the God that these people these are the gods that people that stays in their little fucking prison, and be obedient. Well, it's kind of funny. You think about it. It's really funny to see human beings being so obedient. And it's like it includes me too. It includes me too, because I have to fucking be part of this fucking world. I'm part of this shit. And it's like, for me, I wake up in a different way than everybody else does. Waking up, I question people who say that they are awake, because the world, I think now I realize when I start looking at these, what you call it, the dark fleet that we have that's out there, and the worlds that they've been to, and you talk about mythology, that's how bad we are. When you go out there, billions of planets. There are billions of planets out there. There's billions of life out there, and here you are stuck in this one planet. This one planet, and you believe in this fake economy bullshit and this fake, your fake leaders, and it's like everything about, to me, everything in my perspective is pretty much fake, and I'd rather be crazy. I'd rather look like a crazy. To be honest, I'd rather look crazy. I'd rather look like a fool. That's how I feel. I'd rather look like a fool and look like it. Well, I could tell who's the normal people now. I could tell who's the normal people. When they speak and when they fight for their normalcy, for their normal reality and what they believe in. And it's funny about normal people; they don't realize that they have other human beings underground living in cities, 10 times more advanced than we are. And that's one thing. That's how stupid human beings are, really. Yeah, we do have a reptilian race living underground too, and they know how to blend in with us. That's one thing about that shows you how ignorant we've been kept for thousands of years. We've been kept ignorant for thousands of years. It's like nuclear. There's been nuclear wars down here. It's funny about nuclear wars. It kind of like revert us back into the Stone Age because it happened on Mars. Mars did that. Mars, the nuclear holocaust does revert us back to the Stone Age. And that's when we start all over again. We start rebuilding technology again. But this 6,000 years, we've been fucked with. We've been held back during this 6,000 years, And I realize how far we've been held back. So I've been studying about why humans are so obsessed with fear and fear and suffering. Fear and suffering holds us back. But right now, I realize there is change coming. Like I said, there is change coming, and we're getting rid of the fucking obnoxious people or beings that have been controlling us to not make us more, more intelligent. We're not really intelligent right now at where we're at. Education wise, we're not really intelligent. It's funny. I was watching NASA on looking at a asteroid, like a double asteroid, and they making a big deal out of the double asteroid. But it's stupid how human beings are looking at an asteroid, but we're already out there in space. So to me, I look at retards, and NASA is created to cover up shit. They like cover up a lot of shit, and I realize that, and it's like, yeah, they just want to make us more stupid. It's like the Hubble telescope. We make a big, huge deal of a Hubble telescope, which is really, you know, you can't see much from a Hubble telescope. Only thing you can see is the asteroid. It's like really, I say, okay, we got some retards down here on the fucking planet. We have some retards on the fucking planet, and we have to. It's like we have to fucking. It's like every time I listen to these fuckers on looking through a fucking telescope and describing, it's like describing a little dot, a star, whatever you call it, and then you wonder how much a retard we really are for describing this little star, this little dot with a telescope you can barely see, you know. And one thing is weird is we have beings from another planet fucking comes here and visit us and takes us away sometimes. We've been taken away to other planets, and here we are looking through a Hubble telescope. It's like it shows, and I realize how ignorant is human being. Human beings are kept ignorant so bad. Human beings are kept so ignorant. It's funny. This body I have, it's stupid. This body that I live in is really stupid. It's not really that smart. it's blocked because I could feel it. It's funny about people. It's like they can't describe the feeling of the spirit inside their body. Describe the feeling inside your body. What? Because this body feels like it's holding me back. That's how I feel. I feel like this body is holding me back. Is not pushing me to my full potential. And I realize that then these other human beings, you know, it's like they want to hold you back. It's like, when I have these trolls, they want to hold you back. They want to keep you sucked into this fucking negative reality. One thing is weird. I was looking at these monks in China. They call it the meditation that they gone through, and they have actual photographs of a monk changing into a kind of like a light, being. It's like the body shrinks, and then you come out, and then everything around you can control everything around you. It's like something about positivity that makes you, David Wilcock. I watched one of David Wilcock's talk about these monks in China, and the way their city is based. Like there's a river around the city, and the river kind of like has a flow when you listen to it. It's like when you listen to the river hitting, when you hear the rocks in the river around it, and you meditate, and then they said the change in your body, a change in your spirit elevates, and it's fascinating. And I'm kind of like really interested in that. It's like elevating what's inside me. I think I had done it before. I feel like I have done it before. Just I'm being distracted by this world full of people who believe that they're alone. They're always gonna be alone, and there's nobody out there. They're like, that tells you how ignorant they really are. It shows you how ignorant that they really are. And my thing is like, yeah, I'm pretty interested in this because the way the monks did it, which is really interesting. When I saw the picture, is they could change matter. They could change matter, this physical matter of this reality. Because that's like it's not about God. It's all about you. I realize it's more about you. It's not about, it's strange. It's about what's inside you. And then inside you can grow. And it's strange. He was changing matter on the real physical form. He had the physical form of him because it created the body, what's inside you can create a physical form of your body, and it can go through different densities because we are in third densities according to, that's what we are. That's why everything's 3D. This is a 3D reality that we live in. There's one. Now I've been hearing there's like 12, 13 dimensions of different realities, or and each density elevates your spirit, you know. And you can go. Time is nothing. You know, that's why some part of me don't believe in time at all. I don't believe in time because right now the time that we are in, right? I look at the time that we're in is more like a jail cell. You know, it's like we're always keeping track of time all the time. You know, and I don't believe in fucking time. I do not believe in time. I think time is non-existence. I don't know why that I feel that way. Because time to me is like torture. If you think about it, you torture yourself because you believe in time. And yeah, you can change the time. You can create a different time. You can create an alternate time. Yeah, you can do that. There's a one guy. He says he's a time traveler. He wants to change, and he's predicting himself to be president, which is really fascinating because my friend was looking at it. It's like, yeah, he's changing time where it's going to be more onto him. It's going to be more onto his future. I'm going to fucking divert. Right now, I'm diverting his reality. The reality is, I'm going to put him in an alternate reality. You know, when you speak, you're always altering time itself or altering this reality itself when you speak, you know. And reality can be changed. You know, reality can be changed. And people, you know, that's why I'm telling the poor people, you know, change your reality. Don't let the control freaks control you. That's what I'm saying to I'm saying to the poor people right now. I'm trying to change the reality to let the poor people know that, yeah, you don't have to obey or fucking, you know, you don't have to obey these fucking greedy ass fucks. So yeah, I am changing time in a way, you know, telling the poor people do not obey. You know, you can change it the reality for everyone. Yeah, you can do it that way. You notice if you want to notice about the rich people, you notice they're kissing your ass to keep you in the job, especially in the trucking industry. They're kissing your ass. Oh, our ass is being kissed right now because there is a big, huge driver shortage. And it's kind of funny to hear that there is a big, huge driver shortage because somebody has altered the time where, you know, people don't have to drive a truck. You don't have to drive a truck. You don't have to be a janitor. And I look at it this way. You don't have to be, you know, I always ask this question, what is real? You know, what is real? Is how do you recreate a reality where everybody's where you don't have to live like this? You know, it's like the manipulation. I noticed that I was watching media. You know, I was watching this show called Anything, and I noticed how media has turned everything upside down and backwards. About this guy who could do anything by waving his hand, you know, and then all of a sudden the opposite came out, which I don't believe that's correct on the person who can do anything. And it's like the manipulation to believe that there could be peace on this planet, there could be no homelessness, there could be no poor people. You know, it's like the manipulation of media, how they can control you, your mind, and the manipulation of time and everything that you hear, that you watch. You know, it's like I don't believe in news. It's like I don't believe in news at all because they want to give you what you want to hear. They want to tell you what you want to hear. It's all about It's politics and fucking corporations. It's about greed. It's always about greed when it comes to money in politics. Because all I do is see. I was watching Fox News. How much they want to save, save their greedy ass so they can save their own power, which is weird. It's strange how politics and greed are commingling together, and religion. Even religion is commingling it with all the other stuff and support in a slave state. Yeah. It's strange how they're all three are all connected. Keep us dumb. That's basically is the more you keep us dumb, and they always say that the word smart. I can't stand hearing the word smart because we're not really, as a whole on this fucking planet, we're not really that smart at all. To be honest, we're not really that smart. Because compared to the beings out there, they're like 10 billion years ahead of you. They're like in the billions ahead of you in technology. What's funny about these beings, they're gonna show themselves, and disclosure. Look up disclosure. It's already out. And that's gonna open your mind a little bit. Disclosure. Yeah. And you're gonna be freaked out when you see this, and when they come down here, you're gonna be even more freaked out. And then when they tell you the actual facts about your fucking history, then you're gonna be more freaked out. And then they'll tell you exactly. They've been watching us from the day we became humans, Yeah, Carrie Cassidy, I heard one word about us humans. We are hybrids. We are hybrids on this fucking planet. That's what we are. Even though you don't want to listen to it, you don't want to hear it because you think, you are made. You're like homegrown, like moonshine. You're like, you make homemade moonshine. That's what you are. You're a hybrid, which it does make sense. One thing different about you hybrids is you have a real soul. That's the only thing that makes you more unique. Because some of the other beings out there don't have anything inside them. They just function. But they do. They're more advanced than we are. And that's one thing one thing is fascinating about that, because I like to understand these beings that do not have anything inside them. They just function. They're life. That's the way they were made. And then understanding what makes us so different. The understanding of what makes us so fucking different. Yeah, we are kind of. I'm gonna be honest. We are unique in our own way, but once we tap into our ancestors' abilities, our ancestors, we're a mixture of our ancestors out there in space, and we have some of their abilities inside of us, and they don't want to switch us on. They don't want us to be switched on. I'm switching myself on. That's what I'm doing. And it's a fucking slow process. It's a very slow process. Learning and understanding. That's what I'm all about. Learning and understanding the way this body functions, and understanding about my past lives as a non-human. Because I feel like I am a non-human inside this body. And it's strange because if people think I'm a freak, People think I'm insane. I need to take pills. Yeah, definitely. I am definitely not from this planet. You know, if I have trolls that are fucking with me, yeah, definitely. I am definitely not from this planet. I don't feel like I am from this planet, you know, because I see things totally different than you fuckers out there. I see things totally fucking different than you. And I'm being honest. Honesty does hurt a lot of people on this fucking planet. I realize honesty hurts a lot of people on this fucking planet. And they don't want to be honest. They and denial. Denial is the biggest fucking thing on this fucking planet. I realize denial is the human being's love. The love of being in denial. Love of not knowing. Love of staying in a fucking box. And with the lock on it, because you don't want to go outside the box. And yep, he's still not in. I left him a message. I left a message from my friend. Supposed to talk to him because one thing is weird is that he's kind of like he says, yeah, we known each other in past lives, even off as an off-worlder. We known each other as an off-worlder. So that kind of like got me. That really got me kind of curious. You know, Curiosity is what I'm about. I'm all about curiosity. I love being curious. I love pushing people's buttons. That's the way I work. I like to push a button, see how far you would go. And I know you guys are trying to push my buttons. I could see that already because I now it's like I look at human beings. It's funny about human beings is how easily they are controlled. Human beings are so easily controlled. You don't realize how easily we are controlled. I said we because that includes me. You know, they're so easily manipulated or so easily. I mean, it's like it's funny. I put a post one time on Facebook. I compared a human being with a dog. And a dog loves its cookie. The dog will do anything for the cookie. He will sit. He'll roll over, and he will. If you tell him to lay down, he'll lay down. And if you tell him to bark, he'll bark. So that's how I compare human being. I compare human beings to a dog. So if you look at human beings, you take money, for instance. A human being will sit, roll over, and beg. You know, for money. It's just like it's similar to the dog. It's similar. It's like training a dog. If you look at it that way. I mean, it sounds harsh, but it's real. Human beings are. You can train a human being to do anything. You can train a human to believe anything. You can train human beings to, yeah. And one thing I like is rebel. I like to rebel. I don't like to be part of anything. I like to. I don't know. I just to be different. I don't want to be because I look at. It's funny about short hair. One troll brought up short hair. It's like, yeah, you guys look like clones. You guys look like each other. You wear the same, yeah, you wear the same fucking suits, same shirt. You know, talk about, you talk about fucking, you know, it's like when you look at them, how they dress. It's like they all look alike. It's like that's why I like the way I am because I don't have to look alike. I don't have to look like you. And I found that people with shorter hair have no, they have they have bad connections. Their energy is kind of negative in a way. Because I realize that most people with short hair are pretty negative. and they're very. It's like when you hear the tone of their voice, like yeah, I always like I said, the tone of the voice makes them. You got to listen to the tone. You know, it's like a cold-hearted machine like talk. You know, if you look at people at short hair, because their energy is so low on the. It's like you're like electricity. You know, your body is mostly inside of you is electricity. You know, and I found out long hair actually gives you more energy, more gives you more connection. You know, you're like a fucking lightning pole if you think about it. Your body is like a lightning pole full of electricity, and it's strange how I look at it, how I see it. That's why if you hear the words, you know, hippie, you know, it's like corporate people don't like hippies. So that's a negative. You know, corporate people to me are negative people. You know, just like religion, because religion are dressed up like corporate people. They all wear suits and tie. You know, if you think about it, you think the way they dress, a politician, suit and tie, they're all negative people. And they want to just keep negativity going. You can't be yourself in this world. You're not allowed to be yourself because they'll fight you to be yourself and not be yourself. Just be yourself. I don't give a fuck what I look like. I like the way I look. I don't give a fuck what you fuckers believe in. Religion and their fucking short hair. It's like I don't get it. I don't get it. It's like they believe in this Jesus that has long fucking hair, beard, and wearing sandals. And it's funny about, especially Christianity. It's like they make fun of hippies, and here they are worshiping this Jesus guy that looks like a hippie and wearing flip flops and fucking look like wearing like almost like a dress. Talk about backwards. The way they are. It's like being a trained fucking dog to think like that. It's funny. It's funny about how the weird this fucking world is. It's just like I don't know. That's how I feel. It's strange. I don't see nothing on. I don't see nothing on my chat. I'll let you guys know I don't see anything on my chat, so I don't even know what you guys are saying or talking about. I don't see anything. I'm letting you guys know because it's kind of good not seeing you on my fucking chat screen. You're completely ignored. You could talk a lot of shit. It's like there's nothing there on my chat screen, which is funny. I like that. It's funny. I can talk. I don't have to say trolls. I don't have to say nothing until I look on this. Until I look in this and I really see, then I'll know exactly what you're saying. But I'm not bothering looking at it. Oops, still not there. I'm not bothering. See, I like coming down to this computer because this computer is pretty much a piece of shit. And I don't even know what you guys are saying. I don't even know what you guys fucking saying. I don't see nothing on the screen. But I'm hoping my moderators are fucking deleting them. Don't you guys notice? Don't you guys notice that I don't? It's like I don't see you guys. So I just keep on talking, and you guys don't even realize that. You think I'm talking to you? It's so funny. It's so weird. I feel so. It's like I don't have any stress when I come to this computer here. This piece of shit computer I have. I don't feel no stress compared to the other computer because I have to see you see you guys chat. And this one, I don't have to worry about it. Whenever you see me down here, that means the chat room doesn't work. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm on this computer, because I don't see the chat. I can see the chat on here or in my other computer, but I don't see it on this one. I don't know why it doesn't work on this computer. I don't understand. I didn't shut it off. Let's see. Said some messages such as potential spam may not be visible. Okay, I see it. Some messages such as potential spam may not be visible. So if you're spamming, or I think that's the whole reason why I shut it off. I shut the chat room off, because I got tired of seeing the crap. Put me a thumbs up. Put me a thumbs up. Not seeing you. Yeah, I don't see you guys. Yeah, I'm not even stressing out. It's pretty interesting. Oh, where was I? Let's go on. Since I can't see you fuckers, which is great, it's like, yeah, let's. I want to talk about something else. What do I want to talk about? Yeah, greed. You know, why are you so fucking greedy? Why do you support greed? I don't get it sometimes. It's like, why? I don't understand why you support greed. And I'm always fucking curious as well, why do you like to make other people suffer? Why do you believe that, making people suffer is a good thing? You call that positivity, which I don't understand. Is why? What's what's so positive about people suffering? You know, what's so positive about people going hungry? What's so positive about working hard and not and it, to me, I always believe working hard is meaningless. It's like meaningless torture of working hard. It's like, I don't get that shit. I still don't see you guys. I think the trolls are here. Is the trolls here? Give me a thumbs up, because I don't know. Are there trolls in my fucking room? Just let me know. I think there are trolls in my room. Yeah, I can tell. They're switching back and forth. I'm just looking at the thing. Yeah, they're switching back and forth. It goes like 4, and then it goes up to 7, and then it goes back down to 4, then it goes back up to 7. It's like they're switching out their accounts right now. They've been so the trolls are here, even though I don't see them. They're switching out their accounts right now. They're changing in different accounts. So there are actually 5 people here. So I actually have 5 people, and the trolls are just the 5 people are the same people swapping out their accounts. So actually, there's like, I'm guessing there's about 3 people that are trolls. 3 or 4 people that are trolls swapping that out their accounts. And I'm doing this without using a chat room, so that's what I'm looking at right now. Understanding how they're swapping their accounts out. So there are actually 3 3 or 4 fuckheads. I think 3 or 4 fuckheads actually watching me, and the rest are just fake accounts. They just keep on swapping back and forth. So I'm assuming there are 4 fuckheads. I mean trolls swapping their fucking accounts out right now. Hey, he's here. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a nice fucking day. And don't let any trolls bother you out there. Have have a nice day.